A pleasant good evening to everyone and welcome to our Wings to Cure Gala. My name is Lou Canellis from Fox 32 Chicago. Joining me on my left, your right, WGN Radio's Anna Devlantis.
Hey guys.
Good to see
everybody?
you.
It's nice to see you too.
And the rookie, the newbie.
I made it.
From NBC5 Chicago,
Don't
Alex
mess anything
Marius.
up, Alex,
Yeah,
okay?
I know. I got a lot of pressure, and you guys know what you're doing. I'll just follow your lead.
Listen, I'm glad you made it.
I'm here. I'm
Alex
glad to
just
be
got
here.
off the news.
Yes.
He did the newscast on NBC5. Frank Whitaker said you better do a good job tonight. So we're watching
Counting on you.
Yeah.
We are all counting on you, and we are counting on everyone out there as well that's joining us tonight for the gala to continue to support what was something that started back 5 years ago, back in 2016. I remember it because it was that
too.
Cubs World Series season, and both Anna and I were fortunate to be part of the inaugural Wings to Cure Gala
It was great.
back then. Remember that?
I
Back at
do.
the Hilton, a few hundred people showed up.
We're so happy everybody showed up. We raised a ton of money, but it was like, wow, it came together just so beautifully that first year.
And then so unbelievable what's happened over the years. It's a credit to Eleni Bousis and all of you out there watching who have been part of the Wings to Cure Gala over the last 5 years. I'll never forget last year's gala at Navy Pier, where people were literally scalping tickets to get into the building.
It was
Now
so
that's one
awesome.
heck of a party.
It was amazing, wasn't it?
I saw some pictures online. It looked like a big bash.
I cannot wait for us all to be back in person because nobody throws a party like Eleni Bousis. That's for
about it?
sure. I just want to take a quick moment because for me personally, being part of this is incredibly special. I've talked over the years about losing my father to lung cancer. And then most recently, last year, I had my brother, Peter, in the crowd. And my brother, he himself has been dealing with blood cancer himself. He went through a stem cell treatment thanks to the great folks at Northwestern. So please, people, when you think about, is my money going to a good cause? It truly is. My brother, I was with him in the meeting. He was told he had 5 to 7 years to live. And because of Dr. Platyanas and his great staff at Northwestern and all the hard work that's being done over there, my brother right now has his cancer in remission. It's a beautiful story. He continues to go to Northwestern once a month. He gets a shot. He gets chemo shots. But it's all coming together thanks to all of you out there and the money that you have contributed, that you have donated to help with the cancer research. Now, this evening you are here. You'll hear from our board members, our chairs, doctors, survivors, and even some surprise guests. And you'll notice right now on the left side of your screen, a donation and auction area. You can support the cause. You can bid on auction items throughout the night. We will remind you of the auction items throughout the evening. And you can also buy all 4 of the black and gold custom Dundas designed masks.
They're gorgeous.
They're unbelievable.
They're so cool.
I got mine. Where is it?
I
Where
got
is
mine.
it?
Hold on,
Go
let me get
grab
mine. I got mine.
I walked in with one right here. It's
Look
great.
at how beautiful this is.
I got 2 compliments today just on this. Seriously.
I believe it. Where'd you
They're
get that?
gorgeous. I got somebody on the inside.
You got a guy.
There's a good shot at the masks.
Yes.
They're really awesome.
I mean, they are absolutely beautiful. The founder of Dundas, Peter Dundas, and Evangelo Bousis are personal friends, huge advocates for the HCRF internationally, and as of today, we have already raised over $500,000, and really the party is just starting tonight. But we all know we can do so much more. So let's get the evening going and hear from one of our surprise guests.
Hey everybody, Kenny G here. Welcome to the HCRF Virtual Gala. We've got a great show in store for you. Stay tuned. And also a personal thank you for being generous and donating to the fight against cancer. My mom passed away from cancer, so it means a lot to me. And we thank you very much. Check out the auction items, donate, reach down deep, do your best. Let's raise a lot of money tonight.
Hey there, it's Ryan Shiverini from Windy City Live on ABC 7. Welcome to my living room. It is my honor and my pleasure to be a part of the Hippocratic Cancer Research Foundation Gala tonight. It's hard to believe, but nearly half of all men and a third of all women in our country will develop cancer at some point in their life. The mission of the Hippocratic Cancer Research Foundation is to discover, develop, and implement new and effective treatments using groundbreaking research. The goal, of course, to save lives and get rid of this deadly disease. I know that it sounds ambitious, but it is achievable if we come together and we all do our part. As you know, cancer affects all of us, including me. I lost my mom 3 years ago. I get choked up just thinking about it. I think about her every day. She actually beat throat cancer twice, and then she got pneumonia because, as most of you know, when you go through chemo and radiation, your immune system oftentimes gets compromised. So that was the beginning of a long battle of pneumonia, and she passed away. So I want to thank all of you for supporting this amazing organization, and I hope that you all have a great night. God bless.
Hello, I'm Mary Jo McMahon. My husband Joe and I are honored to be chair couple at this year's Hippocratic Cancer Research Foundation Virtual Gala. My family and I support the incredible work they do in funding out-of-the-box research for Northwestern. Cancer will affect each and every one of our homes. So please support our efforts in eradicating cancer. They can't do it without you. Thank you very much, and God bless you all.
My name is Barbara Bates. I'm an 11-year breast cancer survivor and a dear friend of Eleni Boussis. I'm so pleased to join with all of you this evening for the Hippocratic Cancer Research Foundation's virtual gala. The HCRF, under the guidelines of Dr. Platanius and his exceptional team, have already made promising advances in all areas of cancer research. However, the fight is far from over. We need to expand our capabilities and intensify our efforts to defeat cancer. The Lurie Cancer Team is committed to doing work that will facilitate the translation of cancer discoveries into life-saving therapies and develop personalized cancer treatments for each patient. HCRF will play a pivotal role in supporting the Lurie Cancer Team to achieve the pillars of cancer treatment in the fields of immunotherapy, tumor cell biology, and genomics stem cells and cancer, and new clinical trials and drug development. Please join with me in supporting this critical organization.
Suzanne Fine. My friends and family call me Susie. I was fortunate to come on the Hippocratic Cancer Research Board because of a friend, Eleni Bousis, who I was seated next to at a charity lunch many years ago. We had something in common, was wanting to right the wrongs on many issues. She told me about Dr. Plantanis and his research and what he was doing to have treatments and eradicate cancer. Well, I thought after all my years of serving on charity boards for children's rights, social justice, and many, many other organizations, this was perfect. Passionate about this ugly, horrible disease, and of course all of us have known someone, a loved one, a friend, who has had cancer. I'm happy to know of all of those who have survived and still saddened to see so many fighting cancer. Dr. Plantanis and his team, along with all of you who help support this wonderful organization, give me more hope for the future when one day cancer will be gone.
As my dear friend Scott Simmons said, cancer doesn't favor anyone. It is with distinct honor and humility I serve as chair with this compassionate and loving individuals who believe in research and the abilities of our amazing team. The Hippocratic Cancer Research Foundation honors all those who have lost their lives to cancer. My late mom, founding board members, our beloved Dr. Tina Mantis, J. Michael. It is in their honor that we will continue to strive to eradicate cancer. We are all also here today because we are proud of the many lives who have conquered this monster called cancer. May God bless each and every one of you with an abundance of health, joy, and happiness. Thank you so much for your support this evening, and please continue supporting us. We cannot do it alone. We need you, and the Hippocratic Cancer Research Foundation is one of the most incredible foundations that I'm so proud to serve. God bless you.
Let me just say one word about you, Eleni Mu. Your heart is so big. I mean, how big is her heart? You inspire us. You move mountains with that heart. When Eleni says, can you help? Will you help? The correct answer is, yes, I will. How? How can I help? Because you really just, you do so much to help others that we want to be part of this. And what you've created here is just nothing short of magical. So thank you, Eleni Mu. I just want to say we've all been touched by cancer. I lost my dad when I was 27 to colon cancer. It was too soon. You just think of those people tonight. You think of those loved ones, the people you love. I lost a dear friend this year to breast cancer. She was 50 years old. So we think of them. We think of the people that we love and care about, and we think, how can we help them? How can we create a better future for those who are soon to be diagnosed? And that's what it's all about. So let's talk about how you can give. One of the big ways you can is the silent auction. We've got a lot of stuff on it. A Peloton bike is one of them, and it's a commercial model. It's one of the upgraded versions. I mean, Pelotons are so hot, you can't even get them.
My wife would love right now if I bought that.
I know.
You
She
can't
would
even-
love you more, Lou. Think about it, okay?
She would?
Is it possible she could love you more? Yes, every woman will love you more if you get them the Peloton bike. I'm sure of this. Stephen Galanis, thank you. He's the founder and owner of Cameo. We know Stephen, and he's the one who donated it generously. So thank you, Stephen. You're going to make somebody very, very happy tonight. So, and it comes with a 6-month subscription. We want to make sure you know it is the upgraded version, so you don't need all the add-ons and stuff it comes with.
Yeah, Stephen's been such a help. He had a party for the gala actually a few months ago that we were all, and I'll go back to last year during the NBA All-Star Weekend in Chicago when Cameo, which he is, I'm so proud of Stephen and what he's done with Cameo, but they hosted a beautiful party during NBA All-Star Weekend, which actually, I took Jordan Howard, who used to play on the Bears, who's in Miami right now with the Dolphins, and he said it was probably the best party of the whole weekend. Leave it to another Greek to throw the best party of the whole weekend. But you touched on the Peloton bike. If you look at the list, Giannis Antetokounmpo, his agent Alex Sadatsis, has donated Giannis's autographed jersey, his autographed shoes. Jack Nicklaus autographed items. It's Masters weekend, guys. I mean, there are plenty of sports auction items to bid on as well.
Yeah, I know that's probably the part that gets you the most excited is that whole section. I caught a couple things when I was looking at the list. A virtual wine tasting and a lot of COVID-friendly stuff that is on this. Like Peloton's great because you can't really go out and do the big classes that we're used to. Virtual wine tasting caught my eye. Of course, lots of food packages. Once it is safe to go and gather again in restaurants and big groups, you got to take an eye on that. And then a trip to Panama. A trip to Panama. So
Have you been?
I have never been to Panama.
I haven't either.
I have been.
Oh my goodness.
Fantastic.
It's definitely worth the trip.
Yeah.
I've got a great story behind it. It would take way too long to explain it. I'll tell my partners here about it during one of our next segments.
If you can't go to Panama, though, you can go to my lake house because we threw that in this year, and it's an awesome spot. You've been there.
Awesome.
It doesn't even show it here, but the rooftop is like where you want to be, and it's like it has its own kitchen. So if you like to cook or grill out, you can watch the sunsets. And we'll throw in a stocked bar, whatever you want. We'll throw it in for you, some nice wine, some drinks for you. We'll add that into the package. So bid high on it, and it's yours, and you'll love it, and we'll make sure that you're happy and have a good time.
You will feel like you're in San Diego. No lie.
That looks beautiful.
I mean, we were there for Anna's birthday this past summer. I was
had
blown
fun.
away. I can't believe that there is something that beautiful in New Buffalo, Michigan.
Well, it opens up, so it's very COVID friendly. You get all the air in there, and even my mom felt comfortable coming because it just opens up and you can be outside and enjoy your family and friends.
That's awesome. Well, long list. Be sure to check out that stuff on the silent auction item. So much on there. There's definitely something for everybody, I think.
Absolutely. So now let's take a look here at why we're all here.
Hello, my name's Nicole Liadis, and I'm a founding board member of the Hippocratic Cancer Research Foundation. I am so proud to be a part of this organization. The Hippocratic Cancer Research Foundation provides more than just hope for cancer patients. It provides defined actions. At a time when it feels like the whole world is halting because of COVID, being a part of this foundation is special because we can reassure cancer patients that we are here for them and we won't stop caring about them. We need to continue to help Dr. Platanius and his world-renowned team of researchers and clinicians make gigantic strides in the fight against cancer. I am here today because I don't want to live in fear thinking about how my friends and family are going to cope with cancer tomorrow and the next day. I'm here today because I know that together we can open our empathetic hearts and make a difference.
Hello. My name is Christine Farah. I'm on the founding and executive board of the Hippocratic Cancer Research Foundation. HCRF is led by Dr. Leonidas Platanius and Eleni Bouzis. This year has seen so many challenges with the impact of COVID-19. The American Cancer Society predicts a twofold increase in cancer deaths from undiagnosed cancers. Now, more than ever, we need to raise awareness and support with funding the Hippocratic Cancer Research Foundation's out-of-the-box treatments and research that not only offer hope, but continue to save lives.
My husband and I are founding board members of the Hippocratic Cancer Research Foundation. I worked at a pharmaceutical company in research and development / technical product development, and I know firsthand how important research is. My sister was diagnosed with cancer and passed a few months ago. If the research was there, then maybe she could have been with us here today. While Dr. Platanius and his team are working hard and doing amazing things, more research still needs to be done to eradicate cancer. Thank you.
It's a really exciting time for cancer research. The field of oncology is leading the precision medicine revolution from a field based on tissue of origin to one based on ALK rearrangements, EGFR mutations, and microsatellite instability. And Dr. Platanius' pioneering work with interferons is one of the most promising developments in the field. As young professionals, it might be difficult to rationalize any philanthropic donation in light of the unique challenges our generations face. But a contribution to cancer research is an investment in your community's future and a 1 in 3 chance in yours. Beyond the team's work in the field of oncology, Lurie Cancer Center has hosted COVID-19 vaccine trials, and contributed to the global effort on antibody test refinement. And while many facets of life may be on pause, cancer is not. And Lurie Cancer's oncology research has not stopped. We should be unwilling to postpone finding the answer to how to end cancer in light of this global pandemic. I'm confident we can do it. We are doing it. Let's double down. It's all about the urgency of now.
Hi, I'm Nick Bosa, defensive end for the San Francisco 49ers. I'm excited to join you tonight for this year's HCRF Virtual Gala. I would like to introduce you to the director of the Robert H. Lurie Comprehensive Cancer Center of Northwestern University and one of the visionaries for our organization, Dr. Leonidas Platanius. Dr. Platanius and his team of researchers are the catalyst for the Lurie Cancer Center's exceptional growth and achievements. His passion for innovation and the commitment to improving the lives of patients and families is one of the many qualities he embodies. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Platanius.
Good evening. I'm Leon Platanius. I'm the director of the Lurie Cancer Center. And I want to thank all of you this evening for participating in this remarkable event for the Hippocratic Cancer Research Foundation. This is an unusual event this year because it is done in a virtual way, but our determination and our commitment to fight cancer is stronger than ever. I want to start by thanking the leadership of the Hippocratic Cancer Research Foundation, and especially Eleni Bousis, who has done a remarkable job over the years, making something so important, but also so difficult, become reality. I'm deeply grateful to her, and I'm deeply grateful to all the leadership board of the Hippocratic Foundation for fundraising over these years to help us in the fight against cancer. With the support of the Hippocratic Foundation, we have made significant advances. We have identified new targets in cancer cells. We have supported clinical trials. We have come up with new ideas, immune therapies, and we keep going for our ultimate goal, which is to help decrease the suffering from cancer and at some point eliminating cancer as a disease altogether. We have been through real tough months. The whole humanity has been through tough times the last few months because of COVID. And COVID has had a very negative impact on everyone. But it has been especially destructive to cancer patients for many reasons, for affecting the way they will normally take the next steps dealing with the disease, or some of them being more sensitive to the disease. So it is more important than ever to support cancer research. We couldn't have a more impactful time in our history to do something significant. For all these reasons, I remain grateful. I want to thank you for your support, and I want to promise you from the bottom of my heart that we will do the very best we can with the support that you will raise tonight to fight cancer as a disease. Thank you again.
And thank you, Dr. Platanius, and all the doctors. We're going to be hearing from some more in just a little bit. You know, it's important, that last point that Dr. Platanius made, because so many things are off. They are not what they're used to be. It's abnormal. But cancer doesn't pause. Mm-hmm. Cancer never stops. And it's important, all the work that they're doing and all of you supporting here tonight, to be a part of such an important thing to keep all the progress going that we have seen from over the years. And I'm so glad to be here with you guys tonight. My first time here under these unusual circumstances, but you guys are making it fun, and I hope you guys are having fun too, just with tonight. I think Eleni called me January. I mean, that's how, as you guys know, the drive that Eleni puts into this, I'm so happy to be a part of this and saying yes right away. The world turned upside down, but she didn't start. So thank you, Eleni, for allowing me to be a part of this tonight. And we have so many amazing donors and sponsors who are making this possible. Throughout tonight's broadcast, you've probably already seen a bunch on the bottom of your screen who have given generously to tonight's gala. And we're bringing the red carpet home. I hope you guys have been enjoying it. We got all dressed up. You guys look great, by the way.
Thank you, Alex. You do too.
We got
Let
all
me just
dressed up.
say.
Yeah, just had to throw
You make
something
it look
on.
easy.
Thank you. It's just
Right off the anchor desk.
straight off. So I hope you guys are enjoying it as much as we are tonight for just a wonderful cause. So right now we're sending out a text and an email, another link to take a bunch of selfies. Show us how you guys are doing tonight at home. Send them in. Take photos of your dog. Take photos of your family. Send as many things as you want. And stay tuned because
Let's
we're
take
gonna
one right now,
Yeah,
guys.
that's a
All right,
great
here we go.
idea.
Here we
I
go.
like
Here we
this.
go. Smile.
That's great. We got our own
We'll
red
send
carpet.
that one. Okay,
Well, I know that there are a lot of virtual parties going on right now
Right.
that are watching the gala. I know Eleni is hosting one, and a number of other individuals out there that have been past chairmen of the event. So I'm sure a number of you out there are having a great time as it is. We're having a great time right here.
Yes, we are.
As well in our own little studio, but we're used to this, right?
Yeah.
This is the business we work in. We're always in our own little studio, our own little world, trying to make good radio or good TV.
And a big thanks, by the way, to the whole production team
Oh,
that's
man.
here.
They're amazing.
They have made it very
David
easy
Baldwin
on us.
and his team have been
You
terrific.
guys rock.
Yeah.
Oh, Teddy Galanis, also speaking of rock stars, for the auction. Thanks for everything you did. It's really an awesome thing. And let's just say one more time, check it out and bid and give generously if you can, because that's a big way you can help today.
Yeah, so we'll end up post that photo that we just took right now. Post all your photos tonight because we're going to show them at the end of the gala and celebrate all the good times we're having. So right now, let's hear directly from our doctors about the science of tonight.
Hello to all. My name is Dr. Maha Hussein. I am the Deputy Director for the Robert H. Lurie Comprehensive Cancer Center. I have joined the faculty of the Cancer Center and Northwestern University in 2016, and it has been a very exciting time so far. And I can tell you that every day we're looking forward to even more accomplishments from our team. So first of all, on behalf of all our patients and our team at the Lurie Cancer Center, I would like to extend our extreme gratitude to the generosity and the commitment of the Hippocratic Cancer Research Foundation and its donors. It's been a very productive collaboration over the past several years. Now, in 2020, I want to highlight that we celebrate successes, but in reality, cancer continues to be a major cause of death and suffering, not just for people in our country or patients in our country, but in fact in the world. So defeating cancer and significantly enhancing the quality and quantity of life of cancer patients and reducing death and suffering is always our number one focus. We have an A+ team, and I say that without exaggeration. At the Lurie Cancer Center, we continue to grow and have made significant contributions across the spectrum of basic science, clinical research, outcomes, and survivorship research. The contributions that we have made are very meaningful, and they range from new scientific discoveries to moving science from the bench to the bedside, and more importantly, actually, research that led to impacting outcomes for patients through new FDA approvals for new cancer agents, and several of our faculty have made significant contributions. We're also committed to training the next generation of researchers and leaders in the field. At the Lurie Cancer Center, as a team, contributing to conquering cancer and reducing death and suffering globally is our mission and will be always our mission. And to achieve our goal, your partnership is absolutely critical and will significantly help us accomplish this mission much sooner. We look forward to continuing our productive efforts, and we thank you again to all of you and to the Hippocratic Cancer Research Foundation and all the contributions to our joint goal. Research and exceptional care is what will conquer cancer, and I look forward to continuing to work with you.
Dr. Bill Gradisher, Professor of Medicine and Chief of the Division of Hematology and Oncology. I also serve as Deputy Director for the Clinical Network within the Lurie Cancer Center. I'm really pleased to be speaking to you today and express my gratitude to the HCRF for the funds that you're able to raise and provide to us for cutting-edge research. You know, in these times, the funding sources for the government and other entities is either diminished or becoming increasingly competitive. And to really get leads on new things, new exciting things, we often have to go to other sources to help support those ideas. And the HCRF has really been critical in allowing us to accomplish that goal. I should also say that as we develop our network, and as I think most people know, Northwestern continues to expand, we want our reach to go out with the expansion of our network. In other words, we want to be able to provide research-driven ideas in terms of clinical trials and clinical investigation to people all over the Chicagoland area. So I think that as we grow, the importance of what you do is becoming more and more critical. The funding that the HCRF provides us allows us to really focus on our mission, and that is to provide the best care and the cutting-edge research to all of the people that engage with Northwestern Medicine and the Robert H. Lurie Comprehensive Cancer Center. So again, we're very grateful for all that you do and continue to do for us.
Hey everyone, it's Dorinda Medley here from the Real Housewives of New York City, and I want to thank you for spending time with us for the HCRF Gala 2020 and for all the support that you've given. Please text HCRF 2020 to 76278 if you still would like to donate. I hope you do, and thank you again and enjoy your day. Bye-bye.
How about that?
Special thanks to Dorinda.
Nice.
Yeah.
I need a sweater like that.
It's gorgeous. Hey.
And all the doctors, I touched on Dr. Platinas at the beginning of the gala here, the broadcast, and how he and his team, Dr. Mehta, have helped my brother. And I mean, their instant work on the patients and just everything that they've done to help those that are fighting cancer is just something that can't be dismissed. It's just an incredible thank you goes out to all of them. We've been touching on it. We already have heard that people are donating during the gala, which is important. I think we've raised $30,000 since we hit the
Nice
air.
job,
Thanks,
guys.
guys.
Nice job.
All right, great. Multiple bids on a number of the different auction items out there.
Right. They're really coming in, so thank you for that, because we need that $75,000 level. A presenting sponsor, Gus Danos. Let's say thank you to you. I'm looking at this list of sponsors, all these generous folks. Eleni Zazzolis, $50,000. We've got Calamos Advisors at $10,000. I can't name everyone at this moment, but really, really generous people. Thank you to all of the sponsors tonight.
Yeah, Mr. Calamos, John Kodunas at Calamos Investments. And then there's so many great auction items. We've touched on some of them. Brindille Restaurant, our good friends Michael Nahabedian and his sister Carrie Nahabedian, and the executive chef, have been nice enough to donate a chef's dinner. My restaurant, the Avli Restaurants, we're donating a chef's dinner as well for as many as 10 people. So please continue to bid on those live auction items. Now, again, I want to thank everyone that's donated so far. It's been amazing, but there's still lots more to go here. So continue to bid and donate. And because of your generous donations, we're going to be able to save millions of lives. So now let's hear from some of the survivors.
Hi, my name is Monica, and I am grateful for the Lurie Cancer Center. From my diagnosis with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma and into survivorship. My care team is fluid and includes many amazing people. My oncologist, Dr. Reem Karmali, continues to be my superhero. And I thank her for being silly with me to make me feel better emotionally, as well as spiritually and physically. My nurses boosted me up during my inpatient and outpatient stays and helped my husband with various 1,000-piece puzzles to keep us busy. Medical assistants and therapists believed in me and ensured I stayed active. They all have such kind yet empowering demeanors. I appreciate the Lurie Cancer Center for caring for my family and for me so thoroughly, which includes allowing my baby, who was just over 5 months old when I was diagnosed, to grow up with her mother. I had a mediastinal mass the size of a hardy grapefruit due to the non-Hodgkin's lymphoma upon admission. And now I can proudly say that I am a cancer survivor and biked her to her first day of preschool thanks to the Lurie Cancer Center.
Good evening. My name is Pat Gervanis, and I am a member of the HCRF committee since its inception. I have been a very big advocate on cancer research for many years because I've had so many friends and relatives affected by this horrible disease. And lo and behold, 2 years ago, I too was diagnosed with cancer. I am very fortunate, and I'm here today as a cancer thriver because of the research that has been done over the years. And especially in my line of cancer, I know many years ago people did not survive from it. However, over the past 2 years, I've seen many friends and relatives again get cancer, and some have been fortunate and have survived, and others have not. Therefore, research is extremely important, and we must all do our best to support this worthy cause, not only today, but always. Please help us this evening and help eradicate cancer. Thank you, and have a good evening.
Terry McCouzis. I'm a member of the committee for the Hippocratic Cancer Research Foundation. My story began on an afternoon when I came home from work and saw a spot on my shirt. I thought it was a drop of coffee. I was soon to learn several weeks later that it was not. I had breast cancer at the age of 39. I had a mother in the hospital with encephalitis, where the doctors had told me she wasn't going to make it, and I told them she'd be fine, and sure enough, she was. At that time, I had to go and tell my mother that I was going to have surgery. I was married and had 2 little boys. So when I went in for my surgery, the doctor was so tenacious, thanks to him. He did 5 biopsies because he could not find the area where the cancer was. Initially, he did find it. I had a mastectomy, and thank God, I have been well ever since. It's a very difficult thing to talk about and very hard to go through. And especially when your children are looking at you, not quite sure how to handle it. So thank goodness, Eleni and all these wonderful people have gotten together to help eradicate this horrible disease, which I'm so thankful to say I did not succumb to yet. And that I hope all of us can work very hard to make this event a success, because every penny we have should go to this.
My name is Tom Dreesen, and I've been a stand-up comedian for over 50 years, but I've been a cancer survivor for just a couple of years. And that's why I want to thank Dr. Platanius and his amazing team for working extensively in eradicating all types of cancers. I support the efforts of the Hippocratic Cancer Research Foundation for funding numerous drug inventions and their efforts in supporting COVID-19 research, because I'm also a COVID survivor. So I've been through a lot, but I'm still standing. The Hippocratic Cancer Research Foundation is committed in making a difference for humanity globally. They need your philanthropic support and commitment to ensure funding for cancer research. Folks, Dr. Platanius and the Hippocratic Cancer Research Foundation are real close to finding cures for some cancers that are out there. And they can do it. They're real close. They can do it with your help.
I'm Tina, and 31 years ago, I was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma. I was only 16, and I really wasn't sure if I was going to survive and what I needed to do to fight this battle. But many years ago, my parents went through treatment, 6 months of treatment, graduated high school, and went off to college. It was almost like riding a bus. I got on the bus, fought my cancer, and then I got off at a stop and the bus drove away. Little did I know I needed that bus to come back to help me live a long and happy life, because the treatment that saved my life for Hodgkin's could possibly take my life away with long-term effects. That's when I found Lurie Cancer Center and they were the bus that came back and picked me up. And this is a bus ride that I hope to be on for a long, long time. Lurie Cancer helps me become aware of what my long-term effects are, to make sure I'm with the right doctors, to make sure I'm getting the right tests. And they're like the bus driver that will always be there to help me and support me. And I feel they will never drop me off and drive away. So for that, I am so grateful for Lurie Cancer Center and how they have kept with me and supported me, not when I'm just done with treatments, but when you fight cancer and you survive, you're a survivor forever. And I need that team behind me to make sure that I do. And I thank Lurie Cancer for that. Lurie Cancer Center always wants to do better. Like, they're never satisfied. And what's amazing is, as a childhood survivor, an AYA member, they want to know, like, what resources didn't you have when you were treated? And I wasn't even treated at Lurie Cancer Center. What can we make sure that we have for these patients newly diagnosed that are young? How do we make it better? And that I love. They truly do ask the patient, what can we do differently? What can we do better? What didn't we do well? And how can we make it better?
My name is Frank Eckert, and I am a research assistant professor at the Lurie Comprehensive Cancer Center, working on brain cancers in adults and children. I am thrilled to recognize the amazing contributions of the Hippocratic Cancer Research Foundation towards supporting our mission to conquer cancer, and in particular brain cancers. Despite very aggressive chemoradiation therapy, glioblastoma is still a very deadly disease. HCRF's substantial financial support has allowed us to explore new targeted approaches that enable us to develop less invasive and more beneficial regimens for the treatment of these brain cancers. Your support allows us to take on high-risk projects that have tremendous potential of high reward. Thank you to all philanthropists of the HCRF for your continued support that allows us to develop exciting new ideas in the laboratory that we then translate into the clinic to combat cancer.
Hello, everybody. I'm Roger Stoop. I'm Associate Director for Strategy at the Lurie Cancer Center. And I'm so thankful and grateful to all of you for all the support you give us. Let me talk a little bit about the research we have been doing and are conducting, thanks to all your support. So one project where the Lurie Cancer Center and all of you have been very key with the support we are getting is a project we're doing in patients with newly diagnosed or recurrent brain tumors. When we treat brain tumors, one of the challenges is that our drugs do not cross the blood-brain barrier and are not achieving enough drug levels at the site of the tumor. What the team, Adam Sonnabend, myself, and many others have been developing together with the company based in France is implantation of an ultrasound device that will open the blood-brain barrier just before we give the chemotherapy, and therefore getting a higher amount of chemotherapy to where it needs to be in the brain, and therefore has a better chance to be active and treat brain tumors. This allows us new opportunities to use medications and drugs and approaches that before we could not use because we couldn't get them in there. And the hypothesis is even that because the blood-brain barrier is closing once we have given the chemotherapy after a few hours, that the drugs and the drug concentration would stay longer and thus be more effective while causing less systemic side effects. This is very early research. We are the first center in the United States using this device in patients. Subsequent to initial support from philanthropy, we've been able to obtain a substantial research grant from the NCI that allows to take this approach to the next level. But there are many other approaches. Together with Priya Kumtekar and Ahmed Achik, we're looking at repurposing of a drug that is usually used in transplant setting that could make established chemotherapy more effective and would avoid that tumors can get resistant to chemotherapy like temozolomide that we're using. This is a project that is in the works, that we are developing, but very, very much dependent of having startup funds to really move this project rapidly to the bedside. What we're striving for in the Cancer Center is taking ideas and research that's coming from the laboratory, novel approaches, and bringing to the patient's bedside and to the patient's benefit as quick as possible, but then doing it doing the research in a controlled way, where we also what we call translational research, look at tissue samples, take all what we learn back to the laboratory to actually further refine the treatments to have ultimately better treatments that help all the patients. I'm excited to be here at the Lurie Cancer Center, the Brain Tumor Institute, Northwestern University, and Northwestern Medicine. It's a great privilege to be surrounded by so many great colleagues, scientists, researchers, and clinicians, nurses, social workers, to really advance medicine to the benefit of our patients. I really want to express our gratitude and a big, big thank you to all of you, to the HCRF for your support, for supporting the Cancer Center and all the research. You are having and you're making a great impact. And your generosity is our obligation to move forward.
Talk about impact. Let's give a shout out to all of the doctors, the medical professionals, the researchers. You are leading the light. You're the light in our lives and leading the path. So thank you for everything you're doing. And also give a shout out to each and every one of the cancer survivors here who are joining us tonight. Those stories are just incredible, and they provide hope, I think, for those of us who know someone in our lives currently dealing with cancer. So shout out to all of you. Maybe give a hug to the person in your crowd. Are we allowed to do that right now? I ask the doctors. I don't know, but you do something just to show how much you love them and support them in their journey. And thanks for sharing their stories, too. We have live auction still going on. Lots of things to bid on, and you guys are doing that, but keep it coming. Thanks for your generosity. Right now, I want to hear...
Any skiers out there?
Skiers? Did you see
skiers?
There's ski package.
There's something in the live auction for something in Vail.
I did see that.
Gosh, I'd love to go skiing.
Outdoors, you don't have to worry about COVID.
If Panama's not your speed, maybe then Vail is more your thing.
Something for everyone, for truly. Let's hear from a few of the many people right now who support the HCRF and the amazing work they do.
Good evening, everyone. This is Dr. Joaquin Brieva. My wife, Jennifer. And we're asking for your generous support of the Hippocratic Cancer Research Foundation and the extraordinary work of Dr. Platanias and his team of oncologists and scientists at Northwestern University. Their cutting-edge research continues to make a great progress in eradicating all types of cancer.
Let's come together and help make a global difference in cancer outcomes. We love the cause and believe in this mission.
Hi, I'm Peter Dundas. Like many fashion designers, I get a lot of inspiration from the women in my family. But unlike them, I get it from photographs. I lost my mother and my grandmother to cancer when I was just a kid. I was 4 when my mother died, and my sister was only 1 year old. So I want to invite you to join me in supporting the Hippocratic Cancer Research Foundation. With our help, they are funding research and creating advances in treatment, and someday they may even find a cure. I hope that every kid that dreams of doing what I do will do so growing up with their parents' love and guidance. Please help me and help them make losing a loved one to cancer something of the past. Thank you so much, and God bless.
Good evening. My name is Peter Karahalios, and I'm a very proud member of the Board of Directors of the Hippocratic Cancer Research Foundation. You know, we've all done things that we take justifiable pride in. And in my case, one of those things is my participation in the support of the Hippocratic Cancer Research Foundation. It does things that the Greeks say pianoune topo. That means it takes something important and allows it to grow from the ground up and produce fruits. Here, the fruits of your support are the ability to provide the resources necessary to people like Dr. Platanias and his team in order to fight the dread disease of cancer, which has been a scourge on humanity from time immemorial. I urge you to participate, be involved, and to support this organization, because I guarantee you that you will feel that you've got more out of it than you've given to it. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you, and good night.
Hi, everyone. My name is Jessica Altman. I'm the director of the Acute Leukemia Program of the Robert H. Lurie Comprehensive Cancer Center of Northwestern University. I am sorry that we are not all together in person today. I wish that we were. However, it's very special and very nice for us to be able to meet with you during this time and share a little bit about what's going on in the Cancer Center. I first and foremost want to thank all of you for your continued support of HCRF, and within that, the support of the Cancer Center. While COVID-19 has impacted all of us in countless ways, I'm excited and pleased to be able to share with you that the work at Northwestern, specifically within the Cancer Center, both research and caring for our patients, has continued. With the immense support of the Cancer Center leadership, particularly Dr. Leon Platanius, we have been able to carry out and continue exciting clinical trials for the treatment of our patients. And we have continued to grow, collaborate, and learn during this time. And over the last days and weeks, it's been very exciting to see our laboratory researchers come back in full force in the labs and be able to carry on the exciting work that they do. And likewise, our research coordinators are back in helping us care for our patients on clinical trials. Again, thank you so much for your continued support. We are excited to be able to continue to share with you the growth that is occurring within our Cancer Center.
So I hope everyone is doing well during this and staying safe during this pandemic. I would like to particularly thank the Hippocratic Foundation for their support of our research. I think this support that the Hippocratic Foundation has provided us will allow us to pursue pilot projects for larger funding opportunities. So as Leon may have mentioned, I'm an oncologist and a scientist with research interest in pancreatic cancer. I run a translational lab. We have been doing this for about 15 to 18 years now, where our long-term goal is to make a positive impact in the lives of pancreatic cancer patients. Some of you may know our friends, but all of our family members who have had pancreatic cancer. And pancreatic cancer is quite a deadly disease. It is going to become the second leading cause of cancer death in the US by 2030. A lot of the cancers, the mortality is going down, but unfortunately for pancreatic cancer, it's steadily going up. And chemotherapy remains the standard of care for advanced pancreatic cancer patients. Unfortunately, immunotherapy, which has become standard of care for lots of different cancer types, and targeted therapies, like you take a pill once a day or once or twice a day, has become the standard for lots of different cancers. But for pancreatic cancer, we are still stuck with chemotherapy, and none of the other treatments have really worked. So what we have been interested for quite a few years now is asking the question is, why is pancreatic cancer so refractory to immunotherapy? And then the other question is, what immunotherapy combination to try, what targeted therapies to try. And if one can think about it, there are lots of immunotherapy drugs approved, there are lots of targeted therapies approved. And then the question is, how do you go about combining those two combinations so that you have some results that you can take into patients? A lot of the previous work was done in mouse models. And mouse models have taught us quite a few things in terms of how does pancreatic cancer develop, how does pancreatic cancer spread. But those mouse models have not really helped us when it came to finding therapies that are successful in patients. There were two large studies that came out recently that were essentially negative. A lot of beautiful work was done in mouse models, and all those of that resulted in negative studies. So what we have been asking is, can we develop a little different approach to identifying and testing immunotherapy combinations for pancreatic cancer patients? So what we do know is that, of course, ultimate test is the patient's tumor. And so we have long-term collaborators in surgery, the surgeons with whom we have worked for many years, where we have taken tumor samples, and we have been using those tumor samples to test different combinations. Our hope is that once those combination works in our lab system, we can then take it to into patients. And but this is a high-risk project, and I know that this would not have been possible without the support that the Hippocratic Foundation has provided us in the past few years. So once again, I'd like to thank the Hippocratic Foundation for the support they've provided, and I thank you for the opportunity to say a few words on behalf of what we do, on behalf of my lab and what we do. And I hope everyone is staying well and staying safe.
As a foundation, during these trying COVID times, we haven't stopped caring about cancer patients. Since the beginning, we meet every 2 weeks with Dr. Platanius and other experts in the field of COVID or cancer. Our purpose is to make sense of COVID and reassure cancer patients that we are focused on conquering cancer. At one of our meetings, we had the opportunity to learn about Dr. Solero's cutting-edge research. Dr. Solero is one of Northwestern's distinguished scientists. We are delighted to present her with this year's Highlight a Scientist Award.
My name is Diana Salaido, and I'm a research assistant professor at the Lurie Cancer Center. I am here today to thank you for all your support to fund our cancer research studies and more recently a COVID-19 project. We work every day to try to help our cancer patients and now the world population. And without your support, this would not be possible. So thank you again, and I hope to share our novel findings soon with you. Thank you.
Thank you, guys, and a huge thanks to all the doctors that are out there working on cancer every day. A wonderful combination, I think, of intelligence, because these are super smart people, and compassion to be able to guide people along this journey and help them with it. So thank you for all the work you're doing day in and day out. So now we're getting toward the end of tonight's program. We're asking one more time. We've had so much good momentum and progress on the auction items tonight, so give those one more shot. Get involved. Go to the links. Give whatever you can if you're able. We're going to ask you to bid again on those auction items. So much great stuff there. And also ask you to purchase a mask. We showed you, I think, all the different designs. I got them right there. Yep. Awesome designs. Going to be seeing those hopefully around town as well. So go online and grab a mask if you can. So that will be concluded. I'll get my mask too.
Yeah,
and actually, right in my pocket. I got one right here. Yeah, I'll put my mask on right here. That is concluding our event tonight. We want to thank you to everybody who made tonight. It's a lot of heavy lifting. Such a huge success. A long list of people.
No doubt about it. We are socially distanced, but we're in this together. We'll be back next year. And of course, mask or no mask, Eleni has already gotten the date and the place. So put it on your calendar.
Yes.
November 6, 2021 at the Hilton, Chicago. Be there. We'll do this again.
I'm telling you, you better buy your tickets now because last year it sold out. Don't call me looking for tickets if you don't have them. This is bigger than the Super Bowl. This is the Eleni Boussis Super Bowl. Make sure you're there. Stay tuned after the gala right now to watch all of the amazing photos that all of you have taken at a number of different virtual parties that are taking place around the city of Chicago and the suburbs. And listen to the great sounds of my good buddy, DJ John Gramatis. Have a great night, everyone. Thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Joey Bosa. I'm a defensive end for the Los Angeles Chargers. Thank you for joining us at the 5th Annual Hippocratic Cancer Research Foundation Gala. Although due to COVID we can't be together in person, we are excited you joined us this evening. Please continue to bid on the silent auction packages and donate through the program. Thanks for attending and have a wonderful night.
Hi, I'm Danielle Samailovich. I joined the HCRF for many reasons. The first reason was I had lost a very close friend, and it opened my eyes to seeing how many people were suffering from cancer. I'm asking you to help us today. I know that it is trying times during COVID, a pandemic, and amongst all the other terrible things going on in the world. But cancer is still happening, and we still need your help at Lurie's HCRF. Thank you.
I'm so happy to be here this evening with you and to be able to share with you my prayer and my wish that the Hippocratic Cancer Research Foundation which I'm a member of, will be able to find the cure very soon for cancer. Only you can make it possible for us. These wonderful doctors and all those working to find the solution can only do it through your help. The foundation has raised millions of dollars for the research. And we pray that this evening we will continue the success story of the Hippocratic cancer research, and that we will be able together to work forward into finding the treatment for the cancer. There's no one in this world that hasn't had a family or friends that have been struck by cancer. I pray that this solution will come forward very, very soon. And the Hippocratic Cancer Research Foundation will be able to find the cure very soon. Thank you very much, and may God bless you.
Hi, my name is Charlene Seaman, and I'm on the founding board of the Hippocratic Cancer Research Foundation. I'm on the board with the wonderful work of Dr. Platanius and Yeleni Busas. And I wanted to start out with my journey with cancer, and it started many, many years ago. I had all kinds of cancer in my family. My mother's a breast cancer survivor, colon cancer survivor. I had all kinds of cancer in my family, lung, ovarian. But it wasn't until my friend died a year before my husband was diagnosed at the age of 36 with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma that I just said, that's it, you're not taking my husband too. So I got really, really mad, and I said, we have to do something about cancer. We have to get rid of this disease that's killing everybody. So I started doing a lot of cancer work, advocacy, educational stuff. But when my husband got it, I just said, that's it. He had a very hard time. He had open heart surgery, had his lung removed, part of his lung, his nerve, he can't breathe on his right side, but he's actually a survivor, and he's here today. People are still dying. Some of them are surviving, but then they have complications down the road. It's really important we have new technology, new drugs, new vaccines, new immunotherapies, everything for cancer, because we have to find a cure. People are still dying of this disease.
You're looking at the face of cancer. It's pretty damn scary, I know. But 22 years after a diagnosis of non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, after surgery, chemotherapy, and radiation, at least I'm still here. We're going through some very challenging times because cancer is out of control. It's an indiscriminate killer. More than 1 out of 2 women and 1 out of 2 men in America will hear the scary words, "you have cancer," during their lifetime. At the Hippocratic Cancer Research Foundation, we're not messing around. We're here to eradicate cancer and to do it quickly, because in the meantime, people are dying and families are suffering. As a cancer patient, there's 2 or 3 things that you can do. The first is to make sure that you get promptly and properly diagnosed. The second is to get the best doctors and the best treatments that are available. But the third and most important for all of us as human beings is funding cancer research. When we started doing this many years ago, the pace was very slow and frustrating. Now the money that you give to HCRF this year during our gala will actually save lives, and we know it because of the fast pace of cancer research. Money goes directly to the best, the world championship researchers and Dr. Platanius and his team. It goes to cutting edge, out of the box, impactful research. And a lot of people rely on the government funding. The problem with that is, number one, there's not enough. And number two, because of the shortage of funding, researchers apply and they take baby steps, going after a program previously approved to maybe take it one step further. What we do is we go after the whole banana. We're going to cure all of the forms of cancer. And the bad news is cancer does not need any help, but it got a major assist with COVID-19. Because of this disease, people have foregone getting diagnosed, getting their screenings, going through their treatments, and cancer research has slowed down. The good news is, if you support our gala and be part of the heroes curing cancer, we will see cures during our lifetime and treatments that help save millions of people. Thank you very much for your support.
Hello, everyone. It's Brian Baumgartner here, formerly from The Office. And I just want to thank each and every one of you for spending some time with us here for the HCRF Gala 2020. Stay safe and have a wonderful evening. Nice.
and don't cry. Your folks might understand you by and by. Just move on up toward your destination. Though you may find from time to time complication. Bite your lip and take the trip. Though there may be wet road ahead and you cannot slip, just move on up. For peace you'll find into the steeple of beautiful people where there's only one kind. So hush not, child, and don't cry. Your folks might understand you by and by. Move on up and keep on wishing. Remember your dream is your only scheme, so keep on pushing. Take nothing less than the supreme best. Do not obey rumors people say, but you can pass the test. When I think about you, my feelings can't explain why after all this time, my feelings can't explain. When I think about you,
universo que calenta nacerá. Ya verá una más en el globo que nos ayuda a volar. Ya verá.